Welcome back to the show.
Yes, welcome back to the Surviving Your 20's podcast.
Where our goal is for you guys to survive, thrive, and live your best life in your 20s and beyond.
And beyond, yes. Okay, because you said that's what we're doing.
That is what we're doing. We're doing it.
Right.
You guys are doing it. We're all doing it together.
Some of us are surviving. We're on our last.
Literally.
And
I'm just surviving.
Oh, you feel like you're just surviving?
I'm just surviving.
You
day to
feel like,
day.
I will
week
survive.
to week. Week to week, day to day.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Some of us. And
Bad habits. Listen.
All right, because let's talk about it, because March, it's almost March. We haven't been keeping the girlies up to.
Oh my gosh. We said we was going to do a March update.
Yes, because you see why we don't wait till December? Are you spending a lot of money?
I think I'm doing a little
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much money have you been spending, girl?
If 10 is like my usual, I'm going to say I'm like at a 6.
That's a strong 6, or is it like
I'm
it could be
it's
7?
It's a strong 6.
Okay.
I've decreased the Amazon purchases.
Okay.
Amazon used to be coming every day.
So now would this come every 2 days?
No, you trying to be funny.
Once a week?
Yeah, more like once a week. And I think that's good improvement.
But let me ask you this.
And it's essentials.
It's essentials, because I was going to ask you, is it once a week with all the package loads that you were doing before, or is it just really once a week with like
it's
minimum?
Essentials.
Okay.
Like I had 2 things come this week. Today was I got like some mouthwash, some
Can't have the breath stain.
Okay, some OxyClean to wash clothes, and then I bought like a little skincare kit for one of my students.
Oh, that's cute.
And yeah, she's going through a little breakout. So I was like, all right, girl, I'm gonna order this for you. So I'm gonna bring it to her.
Why couldn't you be my teacher back then? I needed stuff. These teachers don't be buying stuff for their kids no more.
I got your daughter or your son.
Okay.
Hopefully in a different school.
Hopefully in a different school, for real. Cause
hopefully in a different school.
Let me not try to violate your school, because I feel like one of the teachers are going to spite you, because they be like, we saw your podcast and you be talking crap about us.
Be like, it is what it is.
But if the school is ratings is low, I got nothing to do with that.
What do you mean?
And you got nothing to do with that either.
Yeah,
so you just speaking the truth. You're just going off of what Google says. So yeah, but all in all, I'm proud of you for keeping up with your goals, because I don't even remember what mine was.
Yours was to walk again. March is coming. How's PT going? And do you feel like you're gonna be walking by March 31st? Is March got 31 days? The doctors
are a lie. No, the doctors really be gassing y'all. I'm telling you right now, whatever the doctors say, make sure you put your hope in God. That's all I can say to y'all, because I'm sitting here like the doctor said I was going to walk in March, and it's dead like some days from March, and I'm confused.
Listen, we got 4, or maybe even, is March 5 weeks long?
I really don't know. But you know what got me mad the most is like I'm supposed to get like a handicap sticker, and I wanted him to sign it, and he was like, oh, I don't have time for this. Like that really sent me over.
What do you mean
That
time?
really sent me over the edge, because these whole 6 months I was like not using the handicap sticker at all. Like I never used one. So I was like, being that this is going to extend past 6 months, I need to be closer, and I need to not be struggling to get where I need to go.
But what do you mean? He said he don't got time. Like
he said he don't got time. He was like,
sign it?
To sign it. First I said, can you sign this paper? He said, yes, the nurses will take care of it. And then we went to the nurse, and the nurse was like, no, the doctor has to sign it. So we waited for a little bit. He said, no, I don't have time for this. So in my head, I thought that was shady. And I would put him on blast, but I'm going to see if they could sign it. And if they don't sign it, guess what I'm going to do? I'm good for a good Google review.
Listen, I need you to like not leave the facility until they sign the paper.
But I just didn't have time for that, because you also got to pay for parking. There's so much stuff that you need to do in that place. And I just feel like it's a ghetto facility, and I should have listened. You know what's crazy? I never shared this. But I didn't want to do surgery. I feel like now looking back on it, I don't know. You can tell me if this was an angel or God or somebody. Before I came in to do surgery, I was transported to like this room, and a nurse came in and she was like, "I could get in trouble for this, but I don't think you should get surgery." Word, like that serious. She was like, "I don't think you should do surgery. This hospital, they love to do surgery on people. You're a young girl. You can work out. You can do this by yourself."
What?
So I got frantic and I called back home and I'm like, "I don't think I should do the surgery. I think God was trying to tell me not to do it."
Oh my goodness.
But then it was just like, I only had a couple hours to decide.
Oh.
So I feel like I just didn't, it was a lot for me to process. So I didn't know if I should have done it or should I don't know. Like at this point, I don't know what to believe. You get what I'm saying?
But you did the surgery.
I did the surgery. I chose the surgery route. They said some on Google, but you see Google is not that reliable of a source, guys. On Google was telling me that you can just put the boot on and it will kind of repair itself. But then, why are you laughing at me? It takes longer. So ultimately, it was either surgery or not walk for like 2 years and wait for it to like repair itself.
No.
So it was like either surgery or
surgery.
this. But the lady kind of had me thinking like, the Lord sent an angel in the hospital to tell me not to do the surgery. So I don't know.
Did she know your age?
She was like, "Yeah, you're 26. You're young. You can recover quick." But I don't think she understand how quick my life moved. Like I gotta be walking again. Like girl, I cannot be out here just like waiting 2 years for junk to pop off for me again.
Yeah, that's
so I'm
crazy.
Sorry to go on a rant early in the pod, but like I'm tight, y'all. Just keep me in your prayers, and also listen. Stretch, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go, breathe, okay, and let it go.
Whose song is that? Is that Fab?
I think so.
I think that's
yeah. Who sing that? Oh, we don't know. You know who gonna kill us? Well, okay, yeah, we be having insiders, but y'all, we are trying to stick to our goals. Makeda is doing better. I am walking I'm not using the wheelchair.
Yes, so that's progress.
That's progress. I am walking with crutches. I'm not using a wheelchair. I'm trying to get on the ones and twos.
And you be dancing on your crutches too.
I be dancing. She a baddie. She knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friends. Okay. Yeah. So I'm making progress in that area. And I feel like, yeah, little progress is still good progress. Let's congratulate ourselves before being hard on yourself.
We're doing a good job.
Yes.
And there's 5 weeks in March, so you never know how it's gonna be looking. By the 31st.
Your birthday is April 3rd. Oh my God, not
don't,
3rd.
Don't bring 30th. It up. No, I'm not even thinking about that yet.
Okay.
I don't even want to. That's another.
Because I need to be outside with you, or we could
do something. I don't know.
I could come on crutches. We need
to. I mean, we could probably like go out to eat.
Yeah, we can get something to eat
at the very least.
Okay, because your birthday is coming up. But damn, we old. Anyway, let's not even because if we start talking about how old we are and going down memory lane, we gonna be here forever.
All day.
All right, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and we're gonna get into not something we saw on our TikTok feed, but it wasn't really TikTok.
It was where I saw it. I saw it on Instagram. I was on the Neighborhood Talk.
Okay,
that's my blog of choice. I prefer them over the Shade Room.
Okay, why do you prefer them? Because I feel like the Shade, for me, I feel like the Shade Room is just mad messy.
It is. It's too much nastiness. I mean, and all the blogs are kind of like that, but it's too much nastiness on the Shade Room. Like, people are just very, very mean and foul over there. So even though the Neighborhood Talk is still a blog, and it's still gonna be like messy comments, I don't know. It just seems like a
calm place.
Yeah, like a more toned down version.
Okay. What about Hollywood Unlocked? You feel like they're messy?
I stopped going on there. Okay. I do not like Hollywood Unlocked at all. Jason Lee is a mess.
Okay, I don't know the brother, so I wouldn't know. Like I watched him on Love and Hip Hop, but I was not really in tune with that. By then, I was just done with Love and I was just over reality TV.
The scripted shows.
Yeah, it was just too much for me. So so the Neighborhood Talk. Do you know who it's owned by? Like
some dude named Kyle, some gay boy. He's a barb.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I like him.
Maybe it's
I'm biased.
Maybe because he like Nicki Minaj.
I love Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky.
What? Oh. Come on. You're not even saying it right.
I don't even know because you got me.
I'm Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Boss, Nicki the Harajuku, Barbie. Like, come on. Come on. Do not make me end this friendship.
Sorry, it's because I was trying to think of the words and also think about how much you stand for Nicki Minaj.
Yes, so I'm gonna need you to
rehearse. I'm gonna rehearse. All I know is I was on the plane with Dwayne and.
But you know what's the crazy part? The craziest part? I feel like y'all put me on to Nicki Minaj in 7th grade. It was you, Chardonnay, and like someone else, and y'all was singing Itty Bitty Piggy, and I didn't know what the heck was going on.
Home?
And I went home.
Let me get
yes, I went home. I was not gonna act like I didn't know in the classroom. Okay. I'm like, let me be quiet, go home and do my research.
Okay.
And I got up on the Nicki Minaj.
All right.
So
all right,
I'm a little shocked that.
No, I love Nicki. I was dancing to her songs all throughout high school. It's just I got older.
Okay.
And I was like, Nicki's still my son. If I see in the streets, you know what I'm saying? It'll be cool. But like, I just feel like I grew up. But I still like her.
Side eye me for real. Side eye.
I just feel like with artists, and this is just my problem, I'm not projecting on anybody. I am over it. I'm over the whole celebrity, even that aspect of it.
Okay.
And not to like sidetrack from what we're here to talk about, but I remember seeing celebrities in person. I went to Coney Island, and you know that one video Beyonce shot in Coney Island? We just so happened.
What video was that?
I don't even know the song.
Oh.
But like she was there shooting a video. We didn't know she was coming that day. It was just a random day in Coney Island.
What was you doing in Coney Island?
Just on the beach because some people that came to our church were going back to Jamaica. So we wanted to just spend the last day on the beach. And child. Oh yeah, because you
live.
You reside.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, why you care about what I was doing in Coney Island? But then,
because it's not a place people just go. I mean, unless you're going to the beach.
Yeah, the beach or the park. So, she was dead right in front of us. Like literally, I'm here, Beyonce's here, and she's just smiling. And this is before the crowd came, so nobody knew she was there. And I was just looking at her face to face. But then after a while, the crowd started to come probably like 5 minutes later. People was like, oh my God, is that Beyonce? Because now she has security over there. When I meet some girl flung herself from off the bench on the floor like, Beyonce! And started screaming. I said, what demon done got into this girl? She is possessed. But like, I realized then like, I'm not really that a fangirl of celebrity. Like, not maybe because we are celebrities. I don't know. You want my autograph? But no, like I feel like they're people, and I respect their art. Some of them, some of the art I don't care for, but yeah, I'm not really that starstruck person, so I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I'm not starstruck either. I don't know what it is because I didn't even grow up liking Nicki Minaj that much. It's only something that just activated.
What do you think that
in the last like?
Not something activated. Was it romance?
No, I don't know. You know, I think it's when everyone started hating. I mean, I've always liked her music, but I think when everyone started hating Nicki, that's when I was like, what? What are we doing? Like we grew up on Nicki, so I feel like that kind of.
Okay, so you felt like you had to come to her defense.
Kind of. And then I just feel like I was like paying attention more, and I'm like, yo, she's really that girl.
Like she's nice.
She's that girl.
She's a nice artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personality, that's another.
Yeah. She works hard. She grinded her way up. You know, I get it. But as far as like, I can't vouch. That's what I'm saying. Like with celebrity, it just gets blurred for me because how can we vouch for these characters?
Yeah.
So even the ones that are portrayed in a bad light, like, are they really bad, or is this what the media is sending to be? So I try not to get too caught up in them.
Some of these people are bad. Cut it out.
Okay, but like, some I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like who? Who are you unsure about? Like, we can all agree that like a R. Kelly is bad.
Don't get me started on him. Like, nah, don't get the producer started. I personally, I feel like with him, I don't know how we even got here, but we're getting into it because it's a good segue for the music. I feel like with R. Kelly, when people say how you can separate the art from the artist, it's very hard for me to do that because I'm an empath. Okay. So I'm just looking at him like, yes, you wrote song. Like, you can be called to do something, very good at it, and also be conflicted at the same time, and also have some nasty qualities about you. And so I personally, you did the crime, you do the time. That's just my take on it, and I don't feel bad either. And I also feel like that speaks to the generation of people who harbor pedophiles and people who are, taking up for people who do questionable behavior to children. Yeah. And also to the generation of parents who just let their kids go into the arms of a man. And I also understand that people can be, because I feel like that came up in my feed that he was sentenced recently.
Yeah, an additional year or something.
Yeah, like, you did the crime, you do the time. Like, granted, you do have some trauma that you grew up with. I understand that, bruh. But, like, you did what you did. And people were very much affected by it. Yeah. So how do you feel about it? How do you feel about him?
For R. Kelly, same. I can't. And people like to bring that up a lot when it comes to him. And I get it. Like, R. Kelly has a lot of good songs. But I feel like, all right, there is no separating the music from the personal life. No, because, listen, the muse was little girls. Okay. Like, it was little girls. So, like, they were the inspiration. They were the muses of... is muses a word? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Is it muses? Is that plural?
Who
Y'all
knows?
know what we mean.
You know.
It was little girls. So, like, you can't even listen to the music the same way knowing that was his preference.
Yeah,
like he's not singing about grown women. Like, this man is making love songs and making songs about teenage girls.
Yes, like, that's my problem. And I can't personally listen to a song. Like, certain songs do come up and I'm like, because like somebody say something and you probably be like, step in. I catch myself and I
ain't stepping in the name of no R. Kelly love.
In the name of nothing. Because I just can't do it. That's just me personally. You do what you got to do for you. But me personally, I could be done. That's what I'm saying. I disconnect myself so far from them that when it's time to release them, I'm okay with it.
And I'm judging. Anybody who listens to R. Kelly still, I'm judging you all the way.
Yeah, how can you not even think about what he's done? It's hard to escape him because he has lifetime music that can stand for generations.
It is timeless.
Well, I don't listen to Barney, so I'm good.
The Barney song.
He wrote the Barney song. Well,
what, I Love You. Look, I never watched Barney.
Okay. I was more of a hip hop.
I wasn't a B2K girl.
I mean, if he wrote a song, fine. But if he's singing a song, I really just can't. I'm not gonna go that deep. Yes, because. Okay, all right. Speaking of music, because this is a good segue from music
into back to the blogs. So on the Neighborhood Talk, I saw that Ciara is coming out with like some new song. I don't know if it's out already.
Yeah, I don't think it's out. She gave us like a snippet, right?
A little snippet of the song, which, sidebar, I think she needs to stop making music. But
you gotta tell us why after. Okay.
Some new song coming out, and it's supposed to be like, uplifting, empowering, one of the independent women, like all the single ladies. One of those, right? Like, it's giving that. So she gave us the little teaser, and on Twitter, someone basically said, like, Ciara, stop making these types of songs.
I got the quote.
So y'all get the gist. Like, it's an uplifting, independent woman type of song. And some girl on Twitter, she says, Ciara, please stop this now. We're tired of being independent. We want a life like yours. Please stop promoting this type of music when you're going straight home to get loved on. Crying emojis.
Okay.
So
this person is basically like saying she's contradicting herself.
Contradicting, yeah. And it seems like what they're saying is too is that it's very performative. Like, this is not even the life that you're living.
Okay.
Like, you talking about that you making don't need no man music, and you have a man who you are very much or very present yourself as being very much in love with, happy with. What is it? 2 kids or 3 kids? How many kids?
She got 3 kids with him now.
Well, yeah. So they have like a cute little family. They be at the events. They be outside.
Yeah.
So, to us, she seems like a happily married woman. So they just basically saying like, cut the crap.
Not cut the crap.
Cut the crap, CC.
Okay.
And stop making this type of music because that's not even the life that you live in.
Okay. What are your thoughts towards it? Because
so my thoughts, partially, I think we have to, I don't think we should look at it so specific, for one.
Okay, can I read the lyrics to you
before
you maybe it could give you a better insight of like what you should say.
Okay. You remember the Ciara's prayer too?
See, I didn't listen to
No?
No, but I know how the song went. Okay. This is for the girls getting money. This is for the girls who don't need no man. This is for the girls who are in love with their self. This is for the girls who done did it by theirself. This is for the girls who are INDEPENDENG. Do you know what that means? No, I'm just playing. But that's what she put. This is for the girls who are independent. This is for the girl all that have been living stress-free. This is for the girls who are on a mission like me. This is for the girls who are on a mission like me. Okay, so what you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking.
Okay. See, and you kind of, okay. I see what she's going for. It kind of sounds like she's saying, love yourself, be independent, stand on your own until you get to the right person, and then you can like focus on a relationship, be in love, be in a relationship, be married. Because once you end it with what's the ending part? Like, this is for the girls who's on a
mission like me.
On a mission like, but wait, no. Mission like you. What's the mission?
That's what people were saying, that like they were a little questionable. So I'm gonna read some comments that people said too. So
what
someone
is the mission?
said, why is she encouraging women to remain single and broken when she's going home to her husband every night? How selfish. Russ better watch out. The streets calling her name.
What? They kind of dragging it with
they're going in on her, and I just, for me personally, I was just like, am I just so nonchalant about like artists that I just have no say? Like, I'm way past the influential age where I can be influenced by an artist. I feel like in some ways, yes. And because I don't listen to a lot of music in general, like I'm still in the 90s. I'm still listening to SWV and Neo's old songs. And so I'm still very much there. But I get what she was trying to do.
I get it. I think it's one of those things where right message, wrong messenger.
Okay. I feel like that could be it too. Because she's saying the right thing. She's giving us the INDEP and the NT. You're successful. We want you to. But I think like the internet is in shambles, and the guys are on the internet like, yes, women are waking up. They're standing up for the messages that's being sent into our communities when these women are not living the lifestyle. I can see where that can be true. But I don't think she said, she's saying you don't need a man. It's a play on words. And the creative in me, because let me tell you, as someone who writes songs, I'm telling you, I be writing about stuff that I really don't be going through, but stuff that I've been through. So sometimes the music comes from a place of, hey, I was at this point in my life and I'm writing about this. It's probably not where I am right now, but it's still something that I'm getting out creatively. So in a creative space, I understand what she's saying, because you can't take people to where you've never been. So yeah, she's been independent. She had to stand on her own at some point.
Ciara has always had a man. Like,
but I feel like she had to. Somebody said she was like on Oprah crying about. Hold on, let me fix my foot. She was on Oprah crying about like how she didn't have a man or something like that. But Ciara very much is an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like she started. I don't know her story about how she started, but like she worked and grinded her way up.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
what
Like Future wasn't there when we was doing this beat is automatic.
Some Bow Wow was, okay. Ciara has always had a man.
Okay.
If not Bow Wow, then it's 50 Cent. Then it's, I don't know who else came after that, but Ciara, since she has been in the public eye, has always kept a man.
But do you like? I feel like independent takes on a new meaning. You know what I mean? Like independent don't mean you're single.
No,
You get what I'm saying? Like you can
No.
you can have a boyfriend. Like,
but she literally said this is for the women who don't need a man, and she always had a man.
That's true. I get what you. But I get what you're saying.
And
but
that's the right message. That's the right message. Cool, because nobody needs to be with anyone.
Okay.
But
it's the wrong message.
Ciara, when did you learn that? Because you always had a man.
But like, do you know? Unless I know like the exact timeline of somebody's like, but you think like she always had a man. I'm like, all right, maybe I was just not invested into her. But here's my thing: Beyonce be giving these messages all the time,
But we know
nobody says
Beyonce don't be
nothing.
writing her music though.
But-
We know she don't write everything.
But what if Ciara wrote this or somebody helped her? Because even the process of music being written, like I could write a song, give it to somebody else.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So
That's
like
true.
when I'm thinking about it creatively, I just really can't get caught up into somebody expressing themselves and creating, because this is how ultimately she would make her money or do whatever have you, or even just have fun. And somebody could really take this song and be empowered by it. They could be going through a relationship breakup, like, yeah, I'm gonna be independent, I'm getting on my grind. I get what you mean with the wrong messenger, but I feel like for me, as someone who wrote a lot of songs about stuff that I was not going through. I was like 13 writing about heartbreak that I've never experienced.
So boom, you are biased.
I am biased.
You're biased
because I'm
as
looking
someone
at it
who
creatively.
writes,
Yes, I'm very much biased. I'm not gonna say, because I can't take it that seriously. Because say I wrote a song talking about somebody putting me through hell. Yeah, it's not happening right now though. You get what I mean?
And I think that's okay too. I think if you are writing about something that maybe you're not experiencing at this present moment, but you've experienced it before, that's not bad. Like, because you still had that experience. But
you don't feel like Ciara was ever independent?
I'm sure she was, but it's like, for how long? Like,
but see, then we're getting into like semantics. We're getting into like
I'm getting into semantics. Absolutely,
like hardcore details.
I'm sorry.
About
Yes.
the girl.
Listen, and I get it.
Okay.
What you're saying about the creative thing. Like, you could just be making up stuff
Making
as
up
long
stuff.
as it's enjoyable to the listeners. Cool. But I think also we are in a space, especially like right now, where people automatically apply the lyrics to the person who's saying it. So, I mean, maybe that's something people gotta be
get
more aware of and like get out of that. But I think that that's just the space that we are in. If you say this as a rapper, a singer, or whatever, people are taking that as like, this is you, this is your experience.
I could understand that, because even like with 21 Savage and these artists, they was like, hold on, you grew up real good. Like, you ain't really struggled. What are you really rapping about? I was even listening to I think it was Math Hoff, a podcast, and one of these artists, I think it was the one who sang that song with Ray J, hey sexy lady, it was nice to know you, the one who was rapping in it.
Young Berg. What's his name now?
He said he grew up good. His name has changed.
Hitmaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said he grew up good. So listening to that podcast, I was like, hold on. These people are tricking us.
Yeah.
So I think that even for me, like before Google, I would understand the influence that these artists are having in the community. Because I feel like we often equated like if a rapper was gangster or singing gangster stuff, he's really that way in real life as a child. So I could understand. But it's not like she said, leave your man, get up and leave your man or something like that. But I could see where the problem comes in, because you're ultimately singing about something that you're not going through, because she's also an advocate for relationships. That's where the
like
people
it was
are having
Ciara's prayer last year or the year before, whenever it was. So it's like it was Ciara's prayer. You are literally, Shorty was literally on the song praying for a man. It was literally like, God bless me with someone who will love me, love my kids, love. And it's just like, and now here we are. We gotta. You don't need no man, independent. Okay. So
I just feel like you have to
Miss
use
Girl?
this. Yeah, I get it. I feel like I can see both sides though.
I see both sides.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm a little biased just because I don't want to hear no Ciara music, period.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to hear.
This is just over you,
I
Ciara.
don't want to. Sorry, girl.
She's over you. She don't want to hear not one thing.
I don't.
After 1-2 steps, you was done.
No, I feel like I've been over Ciara from like Body Party. I'm sorry.
I didn't even like that song.
You didn't like Body Party? No.
I didn't like that song. I think I stopped at open my heart, give it to you. I was done.
Promise. Okay.
Tell the whole world that I'm in. That was a good song.
Yeah.
That was a good song. I feel like I was never really a fan though. So that's why I said I'm sorry. I'm just like not the artist person. I'm just the wrong girl for that, because I just really be looking at these people like regular people who wake up and decided to do something creative and they just got clout for it.
And they are.
You know what I'm saying? They creative. They woke up, they did something, and you guys like the content and they got money from it. Like, I feel like that's what happened.
And that really is.
Because I feel like if one day our podcast blows up, which it will, people are going to start judging us differently. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure
they're gonna say, "Oh, these girls, they're not gonna consider the everything we went through to start it, or what we had to sacrifice." They're gonna be like, "Oh, they got new cars now." They think it happens. You know what I'm saying? So everybody gets judged on their lifestyle. Like, nobody's really there for the grinding season when you're independent.
Yeah, that's true.
I just feel like, Ciara, my only thing is, parents, stop relying on music to shape your child's future. You remember when like Cardi B came out with a song like "I don't cook, I don't clean," but she got that ring? You know Cardi don't cook or clean anyway because she got a house.
She do.
She do?
She do be cooking and cleaning. That's the funny part.
All right, but say like, to say she could clean every day, like, you know, she's not living the average woman life that has to like literally cook and clean and stuff. So why are we using this as a standard to like teach our women about like what they should do or what they should have in a relationship? I feel like the parents are like looking at the media, but then like media is always going to be there. You have to learn how to navigate what's being presented into your child, because I don't think that parents, the responsibility should solely be on the parents. Like, you're a teacher, they're probably like, "Makeda, Miss Wrong, you are responsible for the student excelling." Well, no, not really. I think that the parents are, and also the systems in the school are responsible. The time you spend with your parents, but we can't place the blame on like the media alone, you know?
Yeah, you can't. But I think us as a people, we gotta accept that this is just kind of part of like growing up. Like, there is no, because yes, there needs to be some parental control.
Yes,
but at the same time, it just comes with the territory of growing up. And unless you're gonna stop your child from listening to music, and even if they don't listen to music at home, like, there's music available somewhere, or music being played out in the open somewhere.
Their friends.
Yeah, school, all that. So I think it just kind of comes with the territory, because people are going to be influenced by music, period. Like, it's just going to be that. And I think maybe parents and people should learn how to navigate dealing with that influence instead of fighting it. Because let's be real, like, we all had bangs in 7th grade.
Yeah.
In 8th grade. You remember that picture from 8th grade graduation? And all of us had bangs.
All of us had bangs.
We all had bangs.
And that, I feel like that was because of
it was probably like a Nicki Minaj thing. Like, everybody wanted Chinese bangs.
Like, it influences the culture.
Yeah.
And we have to be aware of that. And it's also trendy. You know,
certain things.
Like, our kids are gonna, should we decide to have kids, like, they're gonna have trends of their own. And you just have to like navigate where it's coming from and stay in tuned, I would say.
And some of it is so subconscious. Like, you know what I noticed?
Okay, what did you notice?
Something small, but like we all see it. Whenever a girl gets, because we all know, like, we all got to go through like the IG hairstylist and all that. Whenever they do the videos with the end product, with the hairstyle,
okay,
the girls get up and be like,
what do you mean? Like showing up their hair?
No, not just showing. The girls don't just give you like a 360. The girls is always like, period.
I be doing that too. Yeah, it's definitely in your
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Is it the city girls? Is it the Instagram, like the popular Instagram stylist?
Yeah.
Where did it come from? Because now when you at homegirl's house getting your hair done, when she's done and she's like, come on, let's take pictures and videos, you, not you specifically, but like,
I get it.
You catch yourself doing the where did that all come from? Because before we didn't even want to be on video.
We didn't want to be a video.
Like
we definitely didn't.
We didn't. Now like, we see the Aries and the Jadas getting their hairstyles.
And they start flipping their hair.
Yeah, now it's a twerk session.
Listen,
now it's
I did not know that the girlies go to get their hair done in like full blown makeup.
Full blown makeup. I mean, but some places, some girls tell you to come that way. Like,
I'm like, what is happening here? Like now, I can't just get my hair done. Now I gotta come with a full blown hairstyle outfit. I mean, I would wear a cute, comfy outfit so like I could like leave and be comfortable. But be for
don't
real.
wear that mismatched sweatsuit. It better be a set. Okay.
They are they be like
an actual set.
They want you to come and be picture ready, which is another thing. Like, but I think that's what it is. Like the girls do it, the popular influencers do it, and then here we come straddling on in and doing it too. Hairstyles, everything. Box knotless. Once knotless came, we don't even know the other. Nobody does the other box braids anymore.
No one does the box no more.
And those lasted mad long. I'm never gonna hold you.
That stuff was painful. I'm sorry. I would never.
It was painful,
go back.
Though. It was painful.
Keep the box.
It was painful. It was painful, but it did last long. But that big knot kind of looks a little bad now. I'm not gonna lie. Once they got us going with the knotless, I was good for that. But to your point, we are influenced by culture, but how do we navigate this in our 20s? Because it's so easy to pick up these habits, to pick up these sayings. What's that saying, that new one that is like in the air right now? Like it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's just not coming out.
Where they be saying it at? On TikTok or everywhere?
Like be so for real.
Or, BFFR.
Like be so for real. Or what's that one? It's that popular one, Makeda. It's very popular, and we're not moving on until we
figure
get
it out.
It's a popular saying. It's popular. We all say it.
It's giving?
It's giving.
It's giving. Okay. I already said that like 3 times.
Okay, like it's giving. No, it's giving. Like, why? You know what I love about us as a Black community, though? It's like we love these sayings, but what I do not like is when it just gets overly played.
Yeah.
Other people wear out our sayings because I still say you getting me tight. I still be like, you're bugging, you're beasting. I still say all the sayings.
That's native to New York, though. I feel like the natural slang, like natural local slang, is never gonna go nowhere.
Okay.
But like the influencer, and let me not even say influencer, but when it's on the social platforms, that's when it starts
picking up.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy being a part of it and watching the trends come and go. But like, how do you navigate that space in your 20s? Because you don't want to be picking up everything off the internet. Like you don't want to be out here being influenced by everything. Because I'm not gonna lie, like even the way people dress, like everybody's dressing the same. I'm like, originality is dead. Nobody's trying. Well, let me not say it's dead. It's just like everyone's like, if it's a soft girl era, if it's I just have a headache. Like, y'all are literally giving me a headache.
Soft life, clean
Soft
girl.
life. Like,
clean
now
girl
I gotta
aesthetic.
buy magazines. Oh, my stomach. Oh, now I gotta buy magazines to put on my center table with the clear center table. And I have to buy flowers and put it in a vase. Like, listen, I just want to survive. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have these standards and literally capitalism exists. What do you guys like? I don't want to sound like a hater or nothing, but I'm just trying to figure it out.
You a hater.
You think I'm a hater?
No, I'm just playing with you.
We just like, okay, answer the question though, because I went on a rant. Like, how do you navigate on social media? you like, what did she even ask me? How do you, what are you doing? She calling me are you calling me a hater?
No, I'm listening to you. What are you asking me?
No, I feel like you're calling me a hater. Let me put up my phone to see if you're talking behind my back.
Ask your question.
Okay, are you calling me a hater?
No, I'm not calling you a hater.
But I'm not a hater. How do you navigate
what?
Navigate being on social media in your 20s. Like, how do you personally do it if you can't like
personally? I mean, you know how I am though on Instagram. So I don't know if I said this before, but I said this in our story the other day. So I've only been on Instagram for like 2 years, going on 3. Like this summer will make 3 years. And I mean like first Instagram account ever. So I think because I didn't grow up on Instagram, on Facebook, I feel like naturally I'm not so attached.
Okay.
So I don't post. I think my last post was
your birthday.
My birthday. Jesus. Oh my gosh, it's been almost a year.
Oh my God.
So my last post was almost a year ago. And I know that's the thing on Instagram now. Like people don't post as much. But personally, I just don't post. I don't have like an interest in posting. But I feel like for me, I'm just focused on you really recording me. I really just focus on enjoying life in the moment. And I feel like I'm still trying to find a balance. Because, I be talking to you and like, let's say I'm like, oh, I went here today. And you're like, you got pictures? And I'm like, no.
And I want you to take pictures.
So yeah, like I'm trying to find that balance between like living life in the moment and still creating memories that like I could look back on. But for me, I'm just going through the day and like replaying it in my head, and it's just stuck up here. Like it's literally just in my memory. And I don't think I could give that advice to someone if they've always been
on social media
and like posting everything. And the way I also see it too is like I don't know hundreds of people in real life, so why should I show you that? Like that is not your business. Like
I can agree with that. The last part, for real.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you're saying. I just can't relate because I've been on social media since the Facebook.
But you don't be posting that. I mean, you post, but not like OD.
Yeah, because I was low key trying to be like a little influencer. I was ordering my clothes from Shein. I was wearing my outfits. I even had a layout on my page. I realized, this is actually not me. I like to dress up, but I don't think I can make this my life. So I get the pressure, and to always be posting. Let me bring it back. I started on social media after MySpace. We got to Facebook. I made my Instagram in 2010. I feel like the energy definitely shifted from 2010 to 2023. 2010, we was just posting. When I mean, we was just so happy to have a camera on our phones at this point. So we would post. We didn't care what was in the background. So social media,
barrel in the back.
Okay. the hair, your mother's wigs in the back. We really did not care, and we were just so happy to connect with people that we were going to school with.
Yeah,
I think definitely it has changed. I wasn't really looking at people like, oh my gosh, they're making so much money. I know I was getting my clothes from Rainbow, and you was getting your clothes from Rainbow too. Like it was just not. a place where it is now, where everyone's trying to have HD cameras and everybody's telling you about editing and everybody's an expert and everybody's selling courses. Like, I feel like I'm almost bombarded with perfection. You get what I mean? Like, the real
capitalism.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone's selling something to you like every time you turn around. I can't even trust someone, like a random account, to be like a person. If they say they like this, I'm like, this sponsor, let me see, hashtag something. As soon as someone say they got a whole set of something, I'm like, I'm not listening to you.
Yeah,
this is sponsored. I don't trust you. I'm not listening.
Right. And I will get halfway through a video and I'll be like, wow, this is so cool. And they be like, this video is sponsored. Click. Like, exit. I really cannot believe you made me get to minute 11 to believe that you were really genuine, but then you had to throw in a sponsor. Like, I get it, the bread and butter is there, but I like when they do it and they really support. You can tell who really supports their product versus who is just answering to everybody who DMs them to do a promotion.
Girl, how can you tell? Because
but some people are very good actresses and actors, so that works for them. And we all gonna get scammed at some point in our life, right? Might as well be by an influencer you like. I'm just saying. You said you watching their videos, you might as well get the use the 20% discount code and buy some flat tummy tea.
You know, actually, yes. I didn't buy a flat tummy tea, but do you remember like 2015, 2016 when everyone was using Vanity Planet products?
Don't know what that is, girl. You better explain.
Vanity Planet. So on YouTube, when the girls had they was doing like skincare and they had like the spinning face brushes.
I know what that is. I know
and it came with the set with the different heads to switch out.
I know what that is, but I don't remember the name. But I know what you're talking about.
Vanity Planet was one of the ones, and then they also had like the vibrating scalp massagers.
Yes, I remember that.
What else did Vanity
Did you
Planet
buy
have?
it though?
I definitely bought the face brush set. And who influenced me? It was Mono's hair. Was you watching her?
I was not.
No. Mm-mm. Somebody here had to.
Okay.
Mono's hair. She's a OG hair girl. Okay. On YouTube.
I'm gonna look her up. But you gave her. You might as well.
She don't need my girl.
But did the product work?
I mean,
did you enjoy your purchase?
I enjoyed it for like
there you go.
A little minute, but it wasn't necessary. I don't need a face brush.
But you were.
I've been washing my face with my hands forever. I mean, let's not get into the hygiene stuff because people gonna be like, you use your hands, I use a rag. Let's not.
Yeah. But I mean, but you supported your favorite influencer by buying a product.
I wasn't trying to support her. I was influenced. I'm like, oh damn, Mo's skin looks good. It's because of this.
Okay.
And I still had acne with the brush. So
you got played.
So
you got played. But at least you supported your favorite influencer.
She didn't need no support.
But I'm just here saying, like, one day we'll be sponsored. We're actually sponsored by Spotify. I'm gonna say it till it happens. But yes, we're sponsored by Beat Bank Studios. This is where we are right now. Take a look around. Do you want to record a song? Come on down to Beat Bank Studios, where all your recording dreams can come true. The producers had better believe it, okay? We're being produced, okay? You don't have to worry about your mic because it's not about the mic. It's not about how much equipment you have. It's about what you really know. So don't get caught up in these influencers selling you to get a Shure SMD whatever or SDM Shure mic and spend all your money when you really don't even know how to mix or master or do anything to vocals. Don't get caught up. Come on down to Beat Bank Studios and get yourself a good podcast today. Call 1-800-BEAT-BANK Studios.
Not the impromptu commercial.
I know. Makeda
you could have told me. I'm like, what?
I'm sorry. No, that was just random. But like, yeah, if you're going to be influenced, be influenced and do something. I mean, support, because we're going to be influenced. Or we're going to have like a sponsor one day or someone asking us to promote stuff. But I don't think we'll pick up like something that we don't really like and talk about it. Because I am not that person.
We're not liars.
Yeah. Although I would
integrity.
Yeah. Because some of the girls be on here lying.
Yeah.
So all in all, I feel like you should have a balance. Like, yes, there's influencers out here. Yes, there are people who be telling you to get stuff and telling you, giving you music, and you have to just take it one day at a time. Take in what's for you and leave what's not for you. I just don't support any influencer or anybody that does like cultish behavior. You get what I'm saying? Like they have a little gang of armies of people rallying behind them. That stuff just get on my nerve. So yeah, just be mindful of what content you're consuming. And for me, I'd much rather create the content than be a consumer of content. So that's why when I talk about music, I'm like not consuming a lot of music. I'm not consuming a lot of videos unless like they're really helpful. Not to sound like that girl, but that's just where I'm at in life.
But we can say that as like we can say this as like people who are a little on the other side of our 20s, because I feel like I was saying before, I think it's part of the growing up process. Like you're gonna be influenced.
You are.
Especially like as a teenager in your early 20s, mid 20s, and we are influenced too in our own ways. Like, I don't think we are influenced so much by like music or content anymore, but there's gonna be like the hairstyle, that product, the
natural hair movement, what we're wearing now. Like we're not doing like loud colored blazers and. You remember them
and pencil skirts?
Oh gosh, show them high-low skirts. Oh, put me in a coffin because that was a bad era. Remember?
But it was cute for the time.
It was cute. It was cute for the time. You had a high-low skirt.
I didn't have a high-low skirt.
Friend, you ain't never have a high-low skirt. I didn't have
so I guess I was not that girl at the time because I never had a high-low skirt.
Was not that girl. I was walking out here with my high-low skirt from Rainbow, like.
With what, your flats?
No, I was going to church. I said, let me get that high-low, $16.99.
And you had on your church pumps?
I had on my church pumps. Okay. So, yes, like, you're going to be influenced, but just be hyper aware. Before you go and do something, before you splurge on Amazon, ask yourself, what is causing me to splurge? Is it a product that I need? Is it something that I really need? Because sometimes we get so caught up in all these things that really do not matter. And then you end up complaining about how you're broke. You don't have money.
Okay.
But it's like, hey, some things could have been avoided if you just kind of, took some time to reevaluate the steps before you add to cart. See if you could, get on a payment plan or something with yourself.
I feel like you throwing a lot of shade. A lot of shade.
Am I throwing some shade?
A lot of shade.
No, I'm only saying this because I can't purchase nothing right now because I can't walk. I'm going to have the same speech when I'm starting to walk because I'm going to be like, oh my God, I see these sneakers.
Yeah, because when you do your whole new wardrobe, your new little haul in 2 months or so, let's revisit this conversation, and I want you to keep the same energy.
Don't be throwing shade at me either, because we could cut this podcast right now and start scrapping.
Okay.
I can't
with one foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. Sis is coming.
And you can't use your crutch as a weapon either.
I can. My crutch is a weapon.
Where your crutch at now?
Okay,
where's the crutch
not even
now?
Here, but listen, the crutch can be used. All right.
So we go one good foot.
Yo, this is about to stop my foot. You are ghetto. And this is the Coney Island coming out of you. I knew.
Okay, Miss Brownsville. Because you started talking about fighting first.
No, I knew. No, because you was insinuating that you wanted to fight
I
me.
didn't. Where did you get that? Where did you get that? You started shading me about shopping and Amazon.
Let's stop before we end up on the neighborhood talk.
Yeah. So.
Imagine.
Moral of the story. So yeah, I'm gonna end my part with, you're gonna be influenced to a certain extent when you are very young. It just comes with growing up.
Yes.
And then also take any musician stuff with a grain of salt. Please. Because they be lying. All right.
People lie.
Beyonce made Single Ladies, and she was
a taken lady.
How long was she married? Maybe like 6-7 years. She wasn't single. So listen, these people just be saying things.
Yeah.
And I think we just have to be aware that
up the critical
whatever they are saying doesn't always apply to like their actual life and their experience. They just be talking.
They just be talking. And I love what you said. I really have nothing more to add to it because you said it so perfectly. My Coney Island sister.
Yes, so friends to the end.
I'm just kidding.
So yes. Y'all get the point.
Y'all get the point. We love you guys.
Don't be listening to no Ciara music because her time is up.
Level up. Level up.
Like what was
level
that?
up, level up.
Nah, the other song, there was something else that came out like last year. Look, we gonna talk about this off camera.
We can't dissect Ciara right now because if we were to dissect her again, it would be a whole situation. But yes, let us know what you guys think. Give us some ideas or tips on what you're doing to survive in your 20s in social media. Are you influenced? How do you feel about the song? Are you gonna bump it? Are you gonna stream it? Do you think that people are being over dramatic and like placing too much hype on Ciara when they really need to be at home being a parent to their kids and stuff? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let us know what you think. Make sure you leave a comment. Follow us here on our Instagram pages. Follow us on the main Instagram page, Surviving 2.0. Email us with questions, comments, or concerns, and we will see you guys in the next video.
And wait, tell us 2 stories. I want to know y'all stories of being influenced, being pushed into buying something you didn't want to buy.
Okay.
Listening to something that someone said. Y'all get the point.
Yeah, or if a hood song got you feeling crunk and then you ended up fighting at the corner store, let us know.
Yeah.
We ain't never scared. Yeah.
We could do a poll.
We're gonna, yes, hit us in the poll, all right? We'll see you guys in our next episode. Later.